Hold on right quick. Waiting on Spoonie. I started the stream. Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon. Too soon. 1 second. So, Spoonie's been out getting appraisals all day. Emery's about to get off the school bus. And he's not on the stream yet, but we learned some very valuable lessons. Hold on. Man, are you watching for Emery?
Yep.
Thank you for sticking with me, both viewers. Robin, you want on the stream?
Yeah.
Why not?
What?
Why don't you want on the stream?
Get it.
Share the stream, share the dream, Robin. So I'm see what old Spoon said, if he's there. He ain't even read my message yet. So we've got several let me see if I can get this is that the school bus, Diana?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I'm about to run out and get Emery here in a second, but I'm gonna show you something. So we've got 3 different loans that we're doing right now. So we've got 3 mobile homes. And these started out as
Vegas event you are talking about.
it's in February. Why, you wanna go?
Yeah. What is it?
$1,000 ticket.
What?
Yeah.
Ticket for what? To enter?
Yeah.
Oh, you're shit, right?
No.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
And then I gotta pay for my flight and my room?
Yeah, it's at least a $2,000 commitment.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So these started out as a hotel. Is Emery here?
No.
Oh. All right. No M's. So, and then we got another one that's a mobile home that's going to be on its own loan because we're going to sell it on a wrap mortgage.
She goes.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I got her. Robin, go get on the stream for
Just charge.
Did you have fun at school today? How was everything after lunch? Did you enjoy lunch?
Why didn't you bring Dee?
She'll be here later. Don't you wish Witherspoon was here with us to talk with us on the internet? Me too.
But I got leftover snacks, so if I get hungry, I have some leftover snacks. Because Miss Wolf gave us a choice, and I choose snack and play on my computer.
Well, wise choice.
Because that was a choice, because she said we can play on our computers for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We had computer day at school.
Computer day at school, they teach you how to type? Or are you just looking at yourself on the computer screen like, man, I look fabulous in my big jacket? You know what you're thinking? So we've got 3 mobile homes going on one loan, 1 mobile home that's going to be sold on
I
wrap.
got a treasure from the treasure box.
What? Let me see. Hey, can I wear this on my Facebook Live right quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then we got 1 house. So, the house is with a large mortgage lender. These are both with a small bank, same bank. Small bank that allows wrap mortgages and finances mobile homes. Okay, here's old Spoonie Let's add him to the stream. What's up, Spoon?
What you got, buddy?
I can hear you. It's got a little delay.
Well, it's better than it was, man. Hey, Emery.
She just got off the bus. The stream has been interesting because we've been running in and out. I'm doing a little whiteboarding. So we're refinancing the house in Cleburne, correct? Do you know any of the terms on that? Do you have a term sheet on it?
I do not have anything with me, but it was 6.5-ish.
Okay, Emery, can you write 6.5?
I think that was a 25-year product, if I remember. It wasn't like a 30.
It wasn't a 30?
No, I don't think it is. I can pull it up. Well, I'm going to have to go off the screen, pull it up.
It's a 30. It's a 30-year product. Should be a 30-year product. Now, they have a bunch of funky terms, but we should have went with a 30.
6.5.
6.5. 6.5 is 6.5.
That's a little better.
I like it, Spoon. I like it. So, Emery's trying to get us up there. What about the bank loan? Do you know what the terms are on it?
20 years. It's the same. It's close to the same. I don't have any of that stuff in front of me, man. I've been chasing renters all day.
What about the rate? 6.25? I know it's 20 years.
I think his was 6.75.
6.75?
Yeah, I think it was more expensive than the other
It
one.
is right. So that's for this one. And these two are 6.75. Probably need to do that in a different color. But either way, what did we learn about these appraisals today? So
Okay, Dad, I got 100 charm.
I learned to have my ducks in a row when I went to these appraisals.
well, I wouldn't say that. All right. So the appraiser asked you the other day. He asked you how much.
You learn about.
Yeah, what he said.
Yes. He said, "How much do you want to get for these? Or how much do you want them to appraise?" And I didn't know the answer,
It's 105.
which was duck number one that wasn't in a row.
We covered that pretty quickly on that conversation
We did, and I talked to him right after that.
because he asked what you want them to appraise for, right? So the answer to that is always what you want them to appraise for. And so, go ahead.
No, and there's two different appraisers, just so nobody's confused. We did 4 today and yesterday. One with one appraiser, 3 with the other.
Yes.
Let's make an underline.
So, Emery, baby, you're gonna have to, while you talk and make squeaky noises. Remember, we're talking to people on the internet. So, we did the appraiser yesterday. He was pretty straightforward. I mean, he wasn't like asking any questions or anything like that. Did he say anything about the listing?
Not at all. He didn't care. But I think we pulled it off so long ago that it didn't even.
No,
That was been offered.
It'll show up as a canceled listing, but it doesn't show up as a sold listing. Now, this is from today's mistake. We started these all out as hotels, and kind of break down our hotel strategy. Spoon, what do we do with our hotels?
So the first thing we do is introduce it to the market.
And then when the market says, how
They
long?
either reject it or kick in the nuts. I mean, they either reject it or buy it, and then we either drop the price if we decide that dropping the price is the correct way to go, or we start to.
So,
Spoon disappeared. He's he lost it. So what Spoon was saying was,
Hey, that was weird.
did you get a
Can
call?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But I didn't. You went black for a second. It was like you got a call.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
That was so.
Now. So, anyways, what we do is we put it on the
Hey,
market.
take me out and put me back in. Something happened. Somebody tried to call me.
I knew that's what happened. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
All right. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you. I can hear you, but you obviously can't hear me. So Spoon's going to have to rejoin the stream. Can you hear me, Spoon? Yes? No? He's out. So what we do is we put it on the market. When we put it on the market, we basically got a 30-day window on it. Depending on how it's showing at the price that we enter it on. So we put it out on the market. It's getting a lot of showings. We know that we're priced right. If it's getting no showings, if it's getting none, then we know that we're priced too high. Okay? We drop the price down. Where we've been making our mistakes on our hotel is we've been starting the price out too high. We need to slam it down to where it's almost a bid more. Emery, please stop. So, anyways, when we introduce it to the market, we let it run. We do price drops. If the showings don't pick up, and this time of year is really, really rough to be doing this, really, 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 really insane to be doing this because there's not a lot of buyers in the market. It'll pick up after the first year, but this little time period right here is really, really excruciating and will really dent your confidence from a buying and selling real estate point of view. But put it on the market after 30 days. If we don't have any interest or don't look like something's going to get across the finish line, we start looking to put a tenant in it. Once we get a tenant in it, now we're no longer servicing that debt. So we're on hard money, on private money, whatever that looks like. But the tenant's now servicing that debt for us. After we let it roll there on the market, leaving the property on the market, trying to sell it to an investor as a cash flowing rental, if it's not looking like there's going to be any interest, which this time of year it's very rough, then we go for permanent financing, which is what we're doing here. Now, these three are going on a one loan. This one's going on a separate loan. This one that's going on a separate loan came because we had a buyer step up that had a decent enough down payment. So we're going to owner finance it on a wrap mortgage. Very good option. If you don't know enough about it, that's what we're covering here. But that works kind of in parallel. You've got to have these as your backbone if you're going to be doing any hotels. If you can't rent it, if you can't own or finance it, if you don't know how to do either, you don't have the credit to do either, or the resources to do either, then you just need to stick to wholesaling until you can do anything. Spoon's not coming back. It's working now. Spoon, you're not even trying to join the stream. There he is. Here he is. We got Spoon back.
All right. Well, we learned a couple things there. We learned a couple things about how StreamYard works.
I don't know how StreamYard works, but I was just explaining to everybody what I was asking you to explain about how we introduce it to the marketplace. If it goes on the market and sells, that's good. If not, we lower the price after a month. Emery, please stop.
Are you drinking a Four Loko?
No, I'm drinking a Monster. Emery's over there like beating on the wall or something. I don't know what she's doing.
You've been hanging out with Jaime too much, man. I know that's a Four Loko.
No, it's not. It's a Monster. I got to try to figure out how to do email campaigns to email all the people that are looking at the Roughneck Real Estate Masterminds, the marketing mastermind, which we've sold a bunch of tickets to the marketing mastermind. The problem is They're all over the fucking state. So we've got like 5 tickets sold here, 2 tickets sold here, 7 tickets sold here. It's kind of like socialism right now at this point. One mastermind is going to end. One marketing mastermind is going to end up paying for everybody else's marketing mastermind. Is how it looks like it's going to work out. Because I don't know what it is. You said it's because it's 4 days before Christmas that nobody's going to show up. That's actually been the best seller. And I don't know what you're doing with your phone, but it's adds a really good effect. But anyways, tell them the lessons you learned today from the appraisals. What happened to us? What bit us in the nutsack today?
The fact that we left the listings up. The moment we decided to rehab those and rent them, we should have jacked the listing price up to something commensurate with the amount of work we were going to do. And then we should have we should have either left it listed or taken the listing down. But
Before we went for
to
the
leave
refi.
it as a record, what's that?
Before we went to the refi, because yesterday he asked you what you wanted for it, and you said 80 for the double wides, 80,000 for both the double wides, 70,000 for both the single wides. That's these four here. This one really don't count, but he basically came back and said, "Hey, your shit's listed online for 64, 58. Why are you wanting me to say it's worth 80 when nobody would pay 58 for it?" And you had to answer for that. So what answer did you give, Spoonie?
I just told him, I said, well, we decided to do the work and didn't even think about it after that because we just concentrate on renting them. And,
So you told him we rehabbed it and got them rent ready, put a tenant in there, but didn't raise the price to match the work that we'd done to them.
Yes, and I also pointed out that it showed that in the contract that we had on the one that's being wrapped.
Yeah, because we got an owner finance offer for 77. You've got something going on with your sound. Maybe it's my sound.
No, it's this setup I got here. I got to get more professional. I got to get like Ryan Harper. This thing is picking up my cell. This mic is acting like an antenna and picking it up every time my cell phone ramps up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that works out. But what should we do to avoid this in the future?
One, we should either take it off. We should immediately ramp the price up to something that's fair for the work we're doing, and leave it there for a day or two, and then take it down if that's the case, or leave it there all the way through the process of refi.
So that way, whenever he goes to pull comp, when he goes to pull comps, he sees our raise price, not our original price, and then it goes through nice and tidy.
Yep. And I mean, it just looks better. It's easy for him to justify to the bank because he can say, look, this is where they did the rehab. That's why it didn't sell, because they were selling as is. They did the work, and here's the new value.
Well, we'll see how it comes out. The good news is that when I did the math on it, 80% of, because they do 80% loan to value, 80% of this still leaves with us getting all of our money back out of the properties, plus a little bit extra. We wouldn't have pulled the equity on these anyways, so it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't affect what's going to happen. On the loan, hopefully. I mean, if what the list price is, we're gonna still get out of these loans without having to bring anything to the table.
Right. I can look at the math. I went back and looked at the math earlier myself, and we may not walk away with $14, but at least we won't have our own money in it. Well, now you're quiet again. I don't know what the hell's going on.
That's because I'm muting it. I'm muting it going back and forth. I'm muting it when each other's talking because I'm getting feedback from your stuff over here. So basically, we would have executed the perfect B, R, 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 R. I think that's enough R's. So, yeah, within this strategy, we're going to turn our hotels into burrs successfully within our own structure. Now, one of them is an owner finance wrap. Like I said, going over it right here. If you haven't looked into this, going to be a ton of strategy on that. And the other one is just going to be regular on rentals. Cool part about it is once we do get a good rent history, we will be able to sell it to another investor if we still want to employ that strategy.
That is correct.
But Spoon's having mic issues. Emery's hungry. I'm muting Spoon. We're going to jump out of here. Guys that just jumped on, go back and watch. It's hectic. Emery gets off the bus. It's a really, really weird afternoon episode. But I was talking to Spoon on the phone about what we went through today, and we decided we better share this with y'all. Later,
Well-
Spoon.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
Later. We'll talk to y'all sometime in the near future.